So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
13.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Pick up the ball. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Check safety.
Two. Pilot, 64, weak.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is heard. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Black by 4. Watch the run. They're running it. Shit.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 26.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54.
We own them. We own them. Select. Stay hot. Stay hot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I can't believe they let you play.
Stay hot.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Niners 7. Seahawks.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Wilson on the keeper.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. Second and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Mike,
Waiting.
Mike, 5-4. On the ball. Check three.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Penny, a 1st down carry, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's coming. We got double up.
24.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd and 13.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Know your job.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Check 50. Check 50. 1, Omaha.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Garoppolo now. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
General West.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Slam, slam, slam.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know we're...
He's got him in, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I know he's
Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Quick slant caught by Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Reload. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Penny, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Got it.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Let's get
From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Alert.
Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, 280.
I'm coming.
Bang, 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 bang.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Dancing to his left. And he's got his target. That's more. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. And some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Every day, any day.
Look at things. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D4 make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
It's been a long day for you. Check, check, check.
12, 12.
Check, check.
Hot. Hot.
This is Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wait, 80.
Mike's by 4. Not today, you are. Not today. Tighten up, tighten up.
12, fellas, here we go. Set hot. Set hot.
Second down, McKinnon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Samuel, the 36th overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46.
We want it. Come to my world. Get hot. Get hot.
Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
54 Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
11.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Garoppolo now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
You go tight. You got tight. You got
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I got you.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, alert!
Watch 54, watch 54.
Check back.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Here we go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Watch that. Watch that.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Coming to you.
Now it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 5-4.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Check. Crunch.
Bang out. Bam.
This is Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Carson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Hey, 0-0-0.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Let's get off the field, D. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Rip left, rip left.
Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They run it with Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Niners' 10-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing now is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Right there, 54.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I got him.
Shift, watch the shift.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 39-yard line.
Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for 2nd down.
It's our time.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 11.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range?
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Play, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, 0. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Here we go. Go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.